Hi guys, welcome back to another video. Today I'll be showing you how you can create a simple grid layout using less CSS. So I will just right click and create a new folder, and I'll just call it grid layout.html. And then inside the grid layout, I will create HTML structure, and then I'll give it a title of grid layout. And then below here, I'll link my CSS, which is basically in styles. And I'll just link our main CSS. So we are building on the previous video. So after that, I am going to our body of the grid layout. I'll create a div class container. And inside the container, I'll create a div class row. And then inside the row, I'll create a div class column. So inside this, I'll say column 1, and then I'll copy this and paste it, and then paste it. I'll create 4 columns. So I'll do this as 2, this is 3, and then this is column 4. So after that, I'll copy the row again from here up to here. I'll copy it and paste it here. But this time around, we're going to stop at 3, div column 3. And now let's open with live server. Now these are our columns, so let's style them with less CSS. So I'll first watch less. I'll say let's watch compiler styles and styles.less. So now it's watching. So now let's go to our main.less right here. And here we are going to style the grid columns. So I'll give it a variable grid column 12, spelling of columns. There's an N. And then I'll say gutter width. And I give it 20 pixels. And then after we style the columns, so I'll just say column at columns 1, create a mixin, and then I'll give it a width. And the width we shall say percentage. And then we say columns, spelling, and divide it by grid columns, which we created there. So it's right here. So this has to be in a bracket because it's a calculation. So there's another bracket there. And then we shall give it float left. And then let's give it a padding. Then the padding we shall have 0, and then the gutter width, which is 20 pixels, which is right here. So I'll just say at gutter width, and then divide it by 2. So you can see this is the beauty of less. You can actually perform calculations. And then I'll give it box sizing, border box. So this is columns. So now let's style the row. I'll say row. I'll say margin left minus gutter width, divide by 2. So we shall say margin right minus gutter width, divide by 2. And then I'll say and. After, we say content, that, leave it empty. And then I'll say display table. And then I'll say clear both. So after this, we style the container. This was row. Yes, this was row. So let's style the container. We shall say width 100%. We shall say padding 0 at gutter width. And then we shall give it a box sizing, border box. Now we can style the columns themselves over here. So to do that, we shall say col, which is the class. And then let's start with column 3, which is column 3. Then we can give it a background color. So we just say background, and then we give it a color, EEE. And then we can give it a padding of 10 pixels. Margin bottom, 10 pixels. And then text align center. So this is our column, our grid layout using less CSS. So let's work on the responsiveness. We shall just use media queries. Let's say media. I'll just say max. I'll say max width 768 pixels, and then we shall give it styles. Then we shall say if the screen size is that small, we shall say col, and then we say column 6. You see, it reduces. Then if it is super small, if the screen is super small, let's just do at media, and let's put here max width 480 pixels. Let's make sure the columns are 12. That means they're all in straight line. So we can say dot column 12. So let's try to reduce the screen. Okay. Let me just click on inspect. Okay, let me do this. Inspect. Then from here we can do for a small phone. You can see that's what we mean by the responsiveness on a small phone, so that it's on iPad. You see that. So basically this is how to create simple grid using less CSS in under 5 minutes. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video.